SoundCloud music.
All right, and welcome back to the place where nothing is safe. This is episode 158 of the Jig Is Up podcast, and you know me, I'm your host, yours, Marco, and I'm with...
It's your guy, M Easy, a.k.a. not sick this week.
Oh, he's feeling better.
Okay. It's your girl, Miss Nessa, a.k.a. Blazing Mommy.
All right, and you know Kmar's at work, so he's here with us in spirit.
Shout outs to me.
Shout outs to me. I remember he used to do it with such conviction.
I know, right?
Man, Kmar, what happened? Sound like the life had been taken away from him. He's like saying Jakarta's like how Danny she's just at fuck it. She's like Jakarta's like that. But anyway,
lost all hope and shit.
Yeah, she said fuck it. I'm jaded, like Drake.
Hell no.
She's jaded, man. She got jaded. All right, August 25th. I said it before and I'll say it again. Barber Fest at Fair 44. We'll be there. Come see us. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We're gonna have to do a lot of talking. So yeah, yeah, just come see us. But are you guys planning on turning up this Memorial Day weekend? Nah. No turning up.
Yeah. I might fit a little turn up in there.
Okay.
I might. You know, it's pay week, so.
Oh, pay week.
We get paid this week.
That's rent check for me. I ain't doing too much turning up. And pay the other part of my car note too.
I paid 3 times this month.
I'm paying most of my bills with this check too and stuff, so
yeah.
I might be able to fit a little turn up in there, just a little bit.
Me too.
Just a tad bit.
Just a tad bit.
Just a tad turn up.
Smidget. Niggas got to be responsible.
My turn up will be a little quaint.
A quaint ass turn up. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have a quaint ass turn up. Oh, that's funny. All right, man. But yeah, let's not forget that, you know, Memorial Day weekend is the jump off. Yeah, I'm that old using that slang for the summer, which I dubbed as the whole season. As I mentioned before to my faithful black men, whole season is a storm that is coming, so it's time to batten down the hatches, resist all temptation, and go out there and have fun. But if you're single during this whole season, then by all means go out and have fun. Just wear a condom.
And be a hoe.
And be a hoe. And the ladies, make sure you stay on top of your contraceptives too. Especially if you live in the following states.
Oh my gosh.
Arkansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Mississippi, North Dakota, South Dakota, Utah, Missouri, Ohio, West Virginia,
Mark's face.
God damn.
South Carolina, Maryland, Georgia, and sweet home Alabama. We're going to get into the shits right now.
God damn, I didn't know it was that many states.
Y'all should have seen Mark's face. While you were reading it, Mark was like each Easy was looking like his face was like.
I'm thinking the list is not that long,
Yeah,
and as you read one after another, I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Seriously?
Oh yeah, it's getting serious out there. You can a lot of mayonnaise on this sandwich. I'm more of a Chipotle mayo version myself, but you know, like my mayo a little spicy.
Oh man,
that's in the context of making sandwiches.
Oh my gosh.
Vegan preferably. Yeah, you know, the states that I mentioned have all either already banned abortions or have strict restrictions on abortions. Of course, that Georgia just passed a heartbeat bill that where women can have abortions after 6 weeks. And there are cases that women aren't even aware that they're pregnant at that time.
Right.
So that's a little tricky right there. Then Alabama just said, fuck it. We just put a whole ass ban, even if rape and incest is involved. That's the point that killed, like, that, like, got me like, nigga.
Yeah.
Rape and incest?
Yeah.
So I guess, I don't have to ask the rhetorical question, but just for conversation's sake, have you heard about this?
Yes.
Yeah.
I have heard about this.
I heard about it, but not that all those states being confirmed.
Well,
like,
there are states that put a ban, and there are states that have strict laws.
Yeah, like when you went down the list, I'm thinking like, man, I was only like reading up on the Georgia shit. Like, nigga, damn.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, man.
Like, and then, the fact that parties involved would get in trouble too. Like the doctor that would
Dude, like some of them would do
Yeah.
99 years.
Like,
99
are you
like,
fucking kidding me?
So you telling me a rapist could do 5 years and the abortionist would do 99 years?
This is the fucking world we live in. It's fucking scary as fuck.
Like, I know, like, who's that guy? Alex Jones, when I listened to his podcast, not his podcast, but I listened to him on Joe Rogan's podcast, and he was saying some scary shit about abortions. And I get that part where, people having abortions and they sell it to, like, doctors, like, Planned Parenthood and all these other companies that support abortions will use the DNA of the fetus, and they'll sell body parts and DNA samples and shit to like major corporations and that's just conspiracy involving
I believe
that.
it.
And that shit sounds scary itself.
I believe it.
I'm like, yo,
there's no like moral compass when it comes to science.
Oh yeah, it's just research.
Yeah,
So
them motherfuckers gonna do whatever.
Mm-hmm. So like, have you guys are familiar about the heartbeat bill? I mean, like I just said, it was like if the fetus in them having a heartbeat is considered a live person. Not a brain,
Shit, man.
but a heartbeat.
That's tricky.
A
living organism still.
And there's been a lot of talk back about how many abortion clinics are in poor neighborhoods. Mm-hmm. And a lot of conservatives will see it. Well, a lot of certain type of woke people will see it as a way to depopularize black and brown people.
Yeah.
They'll see it as a way like, look,
Population
control, keep y'all down. Hey, did you get pregnant? You don't want the baby? Get that little nigga the fuck out of here. Come on down to Planned Parenthood. No, I'm just joking.
Get that little nigga the fuck out of here. It's like a car salesman commercial. Come on down.
Oh my god.
Come on down. That weak ass nigga Tyrone didn't pull out. Well, we'll pull it out for you.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I got dark, twisted humor sometimes.
Oh my gosh.
Come on down, call 188 and never too late. 1-8 unless you're on your third trimester.
Oh my god.
I'm horrible.
We don't care if you're Asian, Jamaican, American. Come on down.
Yeah, so
You got it in you, we'll pull it out you.
yeah, it just made me think about that part of the aspect of the argument of how it's just affecting black people, poor abortions, and just because I don't know if you guys know the history of Planned Parenthood or the lady who started it.
Please enlighten our
I've came across
listeners.
it, but I need a refresher. So
Okay, so let me go ahead and do my Googles, because it's kind of like a twisted history, man.
I was just about to say that it's twisted.
It's a twisted history. Let's keep that a buck, because our history. No, I don't want to listen to your version of history, Planned Parenthood. But Fiona Mendel, I think she is the original. Yes, Fiona Mendel. Born in 1894, and word has it, Fiona Mendel. One of the, or was it? No, Margaret Sanger. That's what it is. It was Margaret Sanger, young political activist in 1916. She met a famous, and she became a part of it. Margaret Sanger, not many people know that she had a dark side to her. and word has it allegedly that she had no, she didn't care about black folks, and she, wanted to sterilize black folks, find a way so they won't keep reproducing. And she's one of the, one of the founding members of Planned Parenthood or social activism and stuff like that. So, and she, of course, she was a radical feminist. And I keep telling y'all niggas, y'all, like, hey, black women, y'all need to be watching out for these white feminists. They'll fuck y'all up worse. You want to blame it on the patriarchy of men? It's like, shit, it be your own kind. Not in your skin, but in your damn gender. But yeah, she held she popularized the birth control clinic, and she opened that up. Let's see, like in 1914. She passed away in 1966, so that's not too long ago. It's only 2 years after my mom's been born, and she's been out here trying to sterilize black women from reproducing. In a sick sense, you could say that Planned Parenthood to this day are still carrying out that legacy, even though they are promoting safe sex, get checked up and all that other stuff. But they kind of made Margaret Sanger's legacy kind of like a softened version of it, when she really meant to just sterilize black people to stop, in spite of reproduction of more black folks. So it gets into this theory that's been popular all over the internet about why all these 25 white politicians and a 70-year-old white lady decided to sign off on that Alabama ban, the abortion ban. And the fact is that by 2045, white folks would be the minority. And at that time, Latinos or Latinx will be the majority. So in fear of a brown country, of course, Donald Trump has the wall and immigration control. And now, if you read off the states that I read off, mostly, let's say they're populated mostly by Caucasians. So you do the math. They're doing anything they can possibly do to make sure that they don't become the minority. It's, not trying to sound like a damn villain, but it's inevitable. By 2050, my fellow Caucasians, y'all will be the minority. It's just facts, mostly people the women who are having abortions are Caucasian women. And, and especially in millennials, women are not having babies at a younger age now, because they become more career women, more feminist. So therefore, they ain't got time for babies or start a family. And, it just comes down to like, hey, we need more white people in this country. We don't give a damn if it's your own damn cousin that gave you that baby. We don't give a fuck if someone raped you. We need more white people, period. That's what it's telling me.
Especially most of those states. A lot of white folks.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying, I'm not saying
North Dakota, South Dakota. I'm like, wait, what?
So my thing is like, a lot of people said this too. I'm like, all right. So for all you white women in the South, go start fucking black men.
Oh shit.
Get pregnant. Go ahead, go out there and get black this whole summer.
Get black.
Blacked.
You get it, Go out there and get black this whole entire summer. And see if that law changes.
For real, man.
They were like, oh, wait a minute. They out here.
This is not what we intended to happen.
Yo, blacked.com reference, nigga. That shit is hilarious.
So they go out there and get black this whole damn summer. They can definitely, they're going to reconsider that law real quick. They're like, yo, this shit backfires. And then most black and brown communities are from socioeconomic, dire straits. And what is going to happen when black and brown people ain't got shit else to do. They're gonna start fucking. And once they start fucking, they ain't got no access to any abortion pills or clinics or anything like that. Next thing you know it, they're gonna produce more babies. So it's gonna backfire.
Yeah.
It's gonna backfire tenfold. Watch. Cause I know niggas down the south, man, they be fucking like rabbits. They be having like a whole
Have
10,
another, like what, baby boomer?
10 kids. Oh man, watch out.
That's real.
Watch out, man. Damn,
Be careful what you ask for.
Yo, Alabama don't give a fuck about incest and rape. That I would leave. I mean, I would leave that state
for the southern the stereotype. The southern stereotype is fitting, I guess.
Yo,
as far as incest,
I'm still tripping off the fact,
shit,
you know, like y'all want to produce more Lannister kids than like actual happy, happy just
Lannisters and Targaryens.
that get really Game of Thrones out here.
Yeah,
which I still call it everybody's favorite problematic show. If you're a social justice warrior and you watch fucking, Game of Thrones, you are a hypocrite because it's the most problematic shit that you can see on network television, even if it's a fantasy. Y'all still think it's hot.
It's real trippy.
Yeah, but dude, what other takes that I'm at? Do you guys have any other hot takes or anything in regards to that? Are you guys glad y'all live in California even though it's expensive as fuck, or like? I mean,
I'm always be glad I'm here.
Yeah.
I mean, as for a woman, like, how do you feel about fucking 25 Caucasian men? If you lived in the South. Black woman, Blasian woman in the South, and they telling you what you can't do, what you can do with your body. And if you go and like in Georgia, I believe if you go out of state, they get the abortion and come back, they'll give you like 3 years. If you do it in state, that's 10 years. And honestly, they're always talking about jobs. You fucking up a lot of people's jobs.
Yeah,
you affecting a lot of people's jobs. Abortion doctors trying to eat out here too. Like whatever side of the
maternity leave is what it's called, right? When you're away from your job,
maternal leave.
What's maternal leave?
Yeah, I don't know if you can use maternal leave for an abortion. I don't know. Someone let me know.
Ooh, that is interesting.
No, I meant like in the long run, since you can't have an abortion.
Maternal leave. Oh yeah, that's right. So when you think about like in businesses or you work with an employer, like
they gonna have
so on maternal leave.
They have to ante up.
Yeah.
Shit.
And I heard a story. But actually,
there is paternal leave is for the father as well.
Yeah,
it's not as long, but that's both sides.
Yeah.
Even it's a little time. That's
side note. It's a side story. But, my coworker told me, and I had to Google it, and I was like, "Oh shit, that actually happened!" And it actually happened here in San Diego. All right, so there was this. I think this lady from Tijuana. She got pregnant, and she was, I think, in her third trimester, and she wanted to have maternal leave. And her job was like, no, you can't have maternal leave or you're going to get fired.
What? Wait a minute. What? Well, what type of job did she have?
It was like AutoZone. Or it was one of those auto stores.
Bitch, you ain't having your baby unless you want to go ahead and have that and not have a job when you get back.
Long story short,
I would have hella sued that shit.
She sued the fuck out of them.
Hell yeah.
You know how much they kind of cough up to her?
Ooh, in the millions? I would hope so. Shit.
It's in the millions, but where do you think in the millions?
I'm going to go lucky number 7.
7 million?
I'm going to go with 13.
13? Y'all niggas way low.
Okay, I was going to say
Get
50.
the fuck out of here.
I was going to say
I
50.
bullshit
but
you not.
28.
Higher.
53.
Higher.
No.
100.
Higher.
Shut the front door.
203.
The little lower.
186.
150.
185.
I was close.
Damn. $185 million. Oh my god.
She'll never have to work again.
Right? And I'm gonna have my baby, bitch.
Right.
Mind you, this woman like worked from TJ. I don't know if she was an American citizen or not. But if she's not even an American citizen, bruh, whoever that supervisor was, he's got to hold that L.
And she was living in Mexico. That money,
She's
dude.
paid.
If I get that money, I'm not living in Mexico. I'm gonna get kidnapped.
For real. That's real.
That's that. I got my green card. Like, what the fuck they gonna do? Like, you know, she be out there in La Jolla chilling with her little mijo. Her Jewish neighbors gonna be like,
her little mijo.
wonder like what she do for a living. She like, I just sued AutoZone. Fuck them. Jewish dude like, hey, I can still do your taxes though. Make sure you invest in your money.
A zoologist.
Oh, shit.
Yo, but I wonder how much money and like the lawyer took. I wonder if he took like 40%. Dude, that's a lick for a lawyer. A settlement like a lawsuit like that, dude. I would retire.
Gladly taking that case. Like you suing who? Oh, I got you. I got you.
You ain't got the money now. I'll take 40% of your case, 30 or 40% of the case, and
And I'm sure they probably didn't even know they was gonna get that much. Like, fuck.
And do you know what? That affects the employees of that corporation. Now you got to lay people off because you can't fund them anymore. See what happens? How it affects people. There's cause and effect to things in life.
But just the thought of someone having having that much control,
having say what you do with your body. That's
like
crazy.
That shit is fucking crazy as fuck. Not just anybody, but a grown ass woman. I mean, I get it. Like when you're young, you can't really make certain choices, and you know. But a fucking grown ass woman. You mean to tell me that I can't? Okay.
No, you can't.
So I'm not okay. I don't believe in abortions if it was like consensual. We had sex. We didn't use protection. He was fucking it up, and I had a oops.
And he shot the club up.
He shot the club up.
If
you were being reckless, and then you go and run to that shit ain't cool. You know what I mean? But if the fact that they're saying even despite the fact if it's rape or incest, and they're just like nope. Like that shit is fucking crazy.
Like how you gonna tell like a 12-year-old girl who's been molested by her uncle that she can't have that fucking. And I know like some people, and then there goes the whole the foster care, argument. It's like, why don't you give the kid the foster care? At least you give him a chance at life. But at the same time, like
all the shit
foster care, all the shit they have to endure, even in foster care, it's only like a small group of people who've come out of that system and thrived in this country. Most of them are homeless by the time they're 18 and struggling and die like out on the streets. And
not only that, what about people that have complications with their pregnancy and stuff? Like obviously, some people you don't know what type of ailments they have, but what if someone like physically, if you have a baby, you're gonna die, like but you're still gonna have it because the fact that like shit like that shit is fucking, that's nuts. That's fucking nuts. And it's a scary world we live in, and I feel like from who our president is to now this, it's like it's almost like I want to say it doesn't surprise me, but I'm still like, you know what I mean? That shit's just.
It's kind of like I'm not surprised, but wow,
yeah,
wow. Like how girls are like, really, nigga, really. Oh, you really gonna do that? Even though he's gonna do it, but you like you're gonna do that.
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, ridiculous. So they might go back to the dark days of like going to like black market abortion.
Oh my god,
abortion clinics and shit underground.
Yeah,
women like really don't want the kids. They swallowing all types of Plan Bs, drinking alcohol, smoking, anything to get the baby out of there. Get the coat hangers like in the old days and shit. Oh, it's gonna be an ugly time down there in the South. All I'm gonna say, if you live out there in those states,
I don't know if they're gonna do the coat hangers. It's a new day.
Hey,
it'll still be in the dark. But
I forgot to
but
mention.
I think they'll have some nice tools.
I forgot one more state to mention. Good old Florida.
Oh, here we go with this shit.
So you gonna tell me Florida ain't gonna fuck with coat hangers?
They gonna have the actual medical stuff,
dude. That's gonna be the lick right there. They're gonna start like jacking all the doctors for their abortion tools and shit, selling on eBay.
Yo, 99
or
years
even learn how to make
though,
them
like fuck,
99 years, but a rapist could do only 5.
That's fucking
for putting the baby in her. You only get 5, and the motherfucker get 99. Plus
Yeah, that's
for
white
taking the baby
years.
out.
And that's white years. That's not black years,
Yeah.
nigga.
Yeah,
let's keep that up. Keep that a stack. That's white years. Probably even too, just because like sometimes like there's been what's that, the school bus driver who got charged for molesting some little girl and he didn't even go to jail because the judge was like, oh, because he never had a record before. What?
That sounds about white. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So like when people talk about white privilege, it's not the fact of money and class. It's just the fact how you guys get treated in the judicial system compared to your black and brown and other counterparts in this country. All right. Y'all need to.
you ever ask somebody, be like, why do you compare stuff? It's like, shut the fuck up. I mean, want to tell people that. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. So Margaret Sanger, man, her legacy is taking a dark turn. Ironically, when you think about it. But yeah, man, shit. I got nothing else to say about it. I mean, all I can say in the South, man. I know head is gonna be the number one thing down there. Definitely.
But even then, you could only take that for so long. Like, I don't know. Would you guys want to get bored with just getting head like every day? You don't want to feel no pussy, like, honestly. A wet, juicy pussy, like. I mean, I'm sure the mouth, like, she got that. I'm just saying.
She over here being openly descriptive and shit. Shut your ass up.
I'm just trying to paint a picture.
What the
Paint
hell?
a wet picture.
What the hell?
Man, there's gonna be a lot of head given in those states.
Man, there's a lot of
Plan Bs are gonna be stocked up.
No, but let me ask
I'm
you,
gonna buy stock in Plan B now.
But to answer your question, yeah, like, I like to beat up some cheeks, like, you know what I'm saying?
If you had to
cheeks.
choose one for the rest of your life, you can't. You have to choose one. I know this ain't no awkward question, but if you had to choose one, what would you choose?
Getting in some pussy or getting some head?
Yes.
I'm in that motherfucking vagina.
Okay. So
at all times.
So
I want to see the look on your face when I'm fucking it up. Like,
when I'm stroking.
That's where I get joy from. Like, when I'm in that quote unquote wet pussy.
A wet, juicy pussy.
Yeah.
As mentioned by Nessa.
Yeah.
Why you have quotes? Are they dry? Like, I don't know. I'm not in no pussy, so I don't know.
We just using your description.
But he put quotes. He said,
I did too over here.
Why y'all got quotations around it?
Because that's how you describing it.
Yeah, we do that as this is your description.
Yeah.
We're not saying that.
This is like we didn't say this. This is your word. This is how you described it.
Yeah, them motherfuckers gonna get tired of just receiving head, and then they're gonna fucking tear some pussy up, and they won't even be able to pull out because the shit is gonna be, you know what I mean? Just the anticipation.
These
of
niggas
like,
about to give anal cream
niggas
pies.
feel it like the problem with niggas, they feel it coming, and they try to get a couple more strokes in before they start busting that, and that nut sneak up on you. It's already going off. Like, oh shit, I'm fucked up.
I fucked up.
And don't let the girl start like doing some shit like pull you in or try to like move with you or throw it back. Oh no, that's a whole nother issue.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like, head is gonna go up. Anal cream pie is about to go up. And what else? Hand jobs. Yo, a lot of different alternatives are about to happen. A lot in the South.
Yep.
Yeah, I feel like
if I was a single dude, I wouldn't have no issue. I pull out king, man.
Pull out
or
king.
use a condom. So or use a condom.
I'm just speaking like,
if they're
case by case basis.
Case by case basis, yeah.
I'm not talking about just fucking every single girl pulling out.
Yeah.
I pull out with a condom on anyway though. When I was single.
Yeah, me too.
So.
I've done that.
That's why I say pull out king.
And some girls will get offended when you do that.
Oh yeah.
You
What you pull out for?
You don't trust me?
It's like, nah, it's not that. I don't trust you.
I
I done broke a condom before.
He's like, I don't trust me.
Yeah, I don't trust me. It's not you, it's me.
Especially some guys, I feel like they potent as fuck. I fucked with some dudes that like have not multiple like 50 kids and shit, but
Nah, no, like Antonio Cromartie status.
with two of their ex-girlfriends they had babies with, like, you know. So I'm just like, oh shit.
She's like, oh, you already got 2 baby mamas?
Yeah.
You trying to make me number 3?
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Oh,
I mean, from my history, I'm 1 for 1. Like, you know, as far as finding out, no, actually, I'm 1 for 2. Yeah, I'm 1 for 2. As far as like, you know,
Hello?
getting lost in the sauce, yeah, I'm 1 for 2 in my history, long time ago. I don't have no kid because she chose to have an abortion. Damn. Me personally, like you know, like, number one, I'm not gonna tell no woman what she can do. You know, I said this before in one of our past episodes. But, you know, if she asks me, I'm like, I'd rather you not have the abortion and let's make this shit happen. But it's all up to her. You know, I was seeing a lot of posts on IG how women had like that one post where it's all just the same quote over and over about, you know, I do what I want with my body or something like that. I'm like, yeah, y'all,
and they're also
correct. Like,
and they're also quoting Tupac from "Keep Your Head Up."
Yeah,
that's another one. I
seen that one. I was like, oh, okay. He's right. Yeah. Y'all right. I'm not disagreeing with that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree either. Like, I for the life of me, I don't know what it's like to be a woman, but to have some people making decisions on what the fuck I could do with my body, like, you know, not saying I'm feminist Marco, but yeah, like, I'm with y'all ladies. Like, y'all have the right to make the choice of what you guys want to what y'all want to do with your bodies. And I know people will say it's a defenseless child, it's hard, you know, it's, you know, they don't, it appears that abortions could be a victimless crime, but if you know, talk to women who had abortions before, it traumatizes them. Yeah. Depending on how far in their pregnancy they are. And I heard like, I don't know if it's true, but there are some states that will let you have an abortion by your 3rd trimester.
Really?
Yeah, that's crazy. That's another thing crazy to me too. That's like extreme liberalism right there. Extreme, like, you see the both sides of it, and you know, here at the Jigs Up podcast, you know, people could say, "Oh, you guys an either or," but we just want to give you guys like whatever realm that you see it. Like, we can see both sides. Yeah. Either way.
Nothing is safe.
Yeah, nothing is safe. You know, shit, dude. Like,
apparently, our women's body definitely ain't safe.
That's why they hate prostitution, because they want a piece of the pie. They want a piece of the pie. They like, you know, if they can't tax your pussy, then they're like, nah, it's illegal.
That's real.
What?
You can't do what you want with your body? Give us that money. I mean, go to jail.
All right, man. So I think that was.
I just, you know, I'm just the one thing out of the whole thing is the whole rapist. Like,
the rape.
You get raped, and you still have to have the child. Nigga, fuck y'all, man.
And then you got to think about it. It's like, well, the child is innocent. Yes, the child is innocent,
but they're the person that got raped.
Yeah.
And they both have to suffer as long as you're alive.
Yeah, you have to. And as far as, it's already hard enough for a woman to have a baby willingly with the man that she's in love with. And, you know, imagine carrying a baby of a rapist. Maybe, and they say most rapes are from acquaintances. So you already know the person who probably raped you. Or if it's even if it's stranger danger. Yeah. If it was a stranger danger, you got to carry this baby. And hopefully, you know, through the grace of God, that you don't hold any resentment towards that baby. Yeah. But when you look into that baby, you know that baby has half of that rapist's DNA.
Yeah.
That's half of the rapist's DNA.
It's such a fucking traumatic experience, like, mentally, emotionally, and physically. You know, and the fact that they don't fucking care, and There's a video someone sent me, and I was like, I can't watch the rest of this video. It was of a male giving birth. He had a little baby bump, and it was like showing his full blown dick. And I was like, okay. And then like the doctor was kind of like caressing it, and then he was like, I was like, I already knew I couldn't watch it. Yeah. And then the guy, like the baby was coming out, and it was like a regular dick, and it was going to come out your guys' little hole. I was like, I'm not even a guy, but I can't even watch this. And I was like, don't show me that. I can't watch
Is
stuff
that,
like this.
wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm trying.
I think they were basically trying to show like, oh, you know what I mean? Just kind of like.
Is this fictional? Like, this is not like actual like medical science. It's like,
I don't know.
An artistic expression is saying like,
this ain't no fucking cartoons.
It wasn't a cartoon. It was like an actual
prosthetic. Like, did it look fake? Like, what's it?
It looked real. I know it's not real, obviously, but it looked real.
Like some shit happened like this. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on here?
But then again, I don't know because I didn't watch the whole video. But I could send it to y'all. But I don't think y'all want to see it.
Niggas walking around carrying babies and shit. Hey man,
that's a whole new term of baby dick, nigga.
Nope.
Like, are you kidding me?
Nope.
Like it made my stomach turn.
That's
like,
you know what that entails for the future.
Does it make
the generations in the future is gonna be in the conversation of the man and the woman, like who's gonna have the baby.
Baby's not coming out my dick unless they know the baby, like your dick gets like mad big after you have the baby because it's been stretched out and shit.
Stupid. Oh man. Yeah, but so with a C-section,
but no snapback either, nigga.
So with a
just there forever.
You stupid. down to the kneecap.
Yeah. I'm a daddy. See, look at this dick.
I can't wear shorts no more. Only capris.
Can't wear no knee-high shorts. Damn.
So would that mean a C-section is a D-section? They gotta cut the dick open and shit.
You stupid.
Slice.
Ouch.
It's like
Ooh.
your dick's gonna erupt.
Yeah, I saw up to the part where the dick was like, like it was a good sized dick, but then like with the baby like coming through, like the shit I was like, oh fuck.
So it's kind of
like pushing, and I'm like, oh, I can't watch it.
Yo, so it's kind of like it's kind of like when it's kind of like when you force a snake to throw up. After he just eats, so is it kind of like that? Like you
eats like a whole
like have you seen an anaconda eat like a whole human being, and like they force it to spit it out? It happened like somewhere in Cambodia. Some little lady got eaten by a snake.
Fuck no.
Yeah, I saw the video. It's fucking gruesome.
Our dicks aren't reptilian, nigga. Like this shit don't stretch like that.
That's what this is gonna remind me of though. Like how they force a snake to throw up his food. Like come on out. Niggas always calling the dick snakes. They're dick snakes anyway. Like, yo, bro, I'm put the snake out on you.
Nigga, I'm protecting mine right now. The whole description of all this shit. Got me grabbing my dick like,
Yo, how the fuck we talking about women's rights? Women's rights if we start talking about men.
None unless you got buns, hun.
Buns.
Dude, oh my God.
Oh man!
Oh my God! That whole a man giving birth to a kid. I wonder how the dynamic would switch. What if he got raped?
It was very disturbing to watch.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I don't wish rape upon anybody, but imagine if, like you said, like what if those guys got raped or anybody made those fucking statements, and they got raped by a man, all up in the ass.
I'm just mad descriptive this fucking episode.
No fucking.
So you saying these dudes are getting blacked out here too?
Yeah.
Nessa out here being extra R-rated and shit.
All I'm saying, hey, yo, like all those states that I just mentioned, even including Florida.
How'd you leave that off the list though?
I forgot. Because Florida,
I feel like Florida's always in the news for something. Or you wanted to
save the best for last.
Maybe that was.
That's stupid.
But all I gotta say is like, yeah, like have all those white women get blacked. Have all those white women start getting fucked by black dudes. Getting fucked by black dudes and having little half mulatto babies, and I'm pretty sure they can be like, we gotta change this law because this is backfiring.
Because what they gonna do? They and of course I feel horrible by saying this, but have those little fucking With who those motherfuckers that made those statements?
Oh, the Caucasian men.
Well, yes, but they are what? They're part of the. They're like not senators, like, or what are they? Are they senators? And like,
I don't know. So they're government. They're they're.
Yeah. Well, anyways, them motherfuckers. Like, imagine their daughter getting raped, like you said, by a black man. What they gonna do? Yeah, the black man's gonna go to jail, but then their daughter can't get fucking help because if she does, then that motherfucking doctor. She can't get help. She's gonna have the baby.
Or even just having consensual sex with the black men, because the black men, we're not actually out here raping and shit, but we just trying to paint that picture to the white men because that's been their biggest fear since slavery has ended, of them getting their precious wives fucked by black dudes. Even though there's like a lady, there's women out here with spade tattoos on their ankles, if you know what that means. Oh, you nasty motherfuckers! You guys want to know what that means, though?
Tell the listeners.
When a white lady wears a tattoo, a spades tattoo, she calls herself a queen of spades. Get it? Queen of spades. Meaning that she's down for the cuck sections, homie. that shows that her husband's down for the cuck sessions.
None of my business.
over there winking at you, and then like lifts up her long ass skirt, flashes her ankle, flashes her ankle.
Oh shit, that's a space tattoo.
Suddenly, I want to go home.
She know what she's about, but this is the deep south, so I had to decline the advancement.
No, but that's real. Like, even like you said, like what if their Caucasian daughter has sex with falls in love with a black male, has sex with her, and then the most he can do is, I don't want you guys to see each other anymore. But at the end of the day, your daughter's still gonna have a black baby.
They're gonna be hiding the child.
You said what?
They're gonna be hiding the child. Let that boy come home. Deadbeat motherfucker playing border patrol.
Oh my gosh.
All right, man. I mean, I know it's a serious topic. I hope we made you laugh a little bit. Hope we made you laugh in this, very dark subject with my dark humor that I could give out. But anyway, man, that was my Nothing to Safe segment. I'll pray for those states because it sucks that those women don't have a choice. And, if like I said, it's your choice. If you want to keep the baby, keep the baby. If you don't want to keep the baby, there are repercussions of that as well. I'm not saying abortions are fucking like a fucking gold pot at the end of the rainbow either. I remember watching Baby Boy, seeing how, Yvette looked after having the abortion. It's not the most pleasant experience either. So, but yeah, nothing is safe. All right, Nessa, what you got for us for the NSA? Oh, she's plotting.
I was writing the marker just in case you guys didn't.
Oh, okay. She's writing the marker.
Yep.
We gonna talk about it.
We gonna talk about it? All right, let's go ahead and get started, right?
Yep.
Damn, son, where do you find this? This the Jig Is Up podcast. That's the service.
Now listen.
Whoa!
He be cracking me up with that shit.
What's up, y'all? So today we're gonna have a very short NSA. I just kind of been just thinking. We've been on a lot of serious shit as of late. What's going on in the news and just life. So I kind of wanted to just bring it back a little bit. And I know we've been talking about, I'm sorry, I'm still excited off of the whole fucking horrible decision shit, even though it's I feel like it's been 2 weeks now.
You're like, oh my God, I was with my queen.
I had so much fun. But it was actually something I kind of wanted to talk about last week, but then the whole Aisha Curry situation popped off, so I felt like I had to talk about that. But it's nothing crazy. It's just you know how I've always talked about how I'm not into porn and that I don't really care for it. And then I was hoping she was here because
we just went live right now. You said you don't care for what?
I don't care for porn. I was hoping our guest was gonna be here, so because I know
put the Thanos dust right here.
I felt like we could. Well, I don't know if she would agree with other stuff.
She went back home because of the Padres game. She couldn't find parking. She got frustrated.
I don't blame her. I don't blame her. Shit.
Yeah.
But yeah. So again, I'm not really into porn. So I want to know for those of you guys that are not into porn as well, like what do you guys do, or what excites you, or what do you guys read or watch or listen to get you in the mood, or at least get you in that mindset without watching porn? Yeah. Me, on the other hand, weirdos. You said weirdos?
You said non-porn users are weirdos?
So I'm a nerd. I'm a nerd. I love to read. But I just thought about bringing back in. The reason why I reference Horrible Decisions again is because when I was listening to one of their episodes a couple weeks ago, they did I don't know if they were sponsored or they just kind of like shouted out Zane. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Zane.
I was just about to say Zane.
I brought it back. But she has a podcast series of Purple Panties, which she had a lot of books, and I'm going to go over my favorite books. So if anybody has or wants to know what I used to read back in the day.
I know nothing about this.
You never heard of Zane?
So I mean, like erotica books like that?
Yes, erotica books.
I watch porn, so.
Well, this is what I was going to say, because
I don't watch porn that often.
He was like, let me clean it up.
So Zane,
yes.
Aside from her books, she joined Skinemax, with the whole series of soft porn shows, and I used to watch it a long time ago with somebody that put me on it. And I was like, what the fuck is this?
Skinemax.
Hey, shout out to Joe Torre. That nigga was in there fucking doing all this shit.
What? Joe Torre?
Joe fucking Torre.
I know you want these nuts, Joe Torre.
Straight up.
From Sprung?
Girl, I know you want these nuts. Yeah, that nigga. I was dying.
Girl, I know you want these nuts.
Yeah, but it's a soft core joint. You know, they don't show no like
penetration.
I mean, they butt naked, but they do hella positions and all that stuff. It's interesting. It's corny, the acting though, but you ain't watching it for that really.
Yeah.
But they try to play off the book a little bit.
Well, that's why I've always said that I didn't care for porn, because of the fucking corny storyline. And everyone's like, well, you know, that's not what you watch it for. You just fast forward. But I'm just like, I guess just the fact that I know that that's there, like that already irritates me to like not care. You know what I mean?
Have you ever tried watching porn for women? Have you ever tried watching that?
Porn for women? Yeah,
porn for women's more like a romantic, cinematic, high quality.
That I definitely probably wouldn't want to watch it then. The fuck?
No.
I feel like porn is like I just
porn's
think about,
supposed to be raunchy and dirty.
Yeah, so it's like if it's
no
you
condoms.
throw romantic on, like,
I mean, different strokes for different folks.
No, yeah, I'm saying for me.
For you.
Yeah, I'm saying for me. Like, I don't know. I just always been kind of turned off about it. But I've watched it. You know what I mean? So I can't say that I've never seen it. But you know how like people are like, oh, I know some people. I think I think it was Mandy that said like she watches like porn every night to get herself off, like she plays with herself. And I'm just like, that's cool, but I don't know, for me it doesn't really tickle my fancy. So I thought I'd bring it back. And sorry before you had mentioned that. So basically Zane she's a best-selling author, and she would sell erotica books and, like Mark said, Skinemax and do a little soft porn. But they were talking about Purple Panties, which is basically it's a lesbian series that she had going on, but she had other books prior to that, and that just made me bring it back. And I was like, oh, I want to talk about this, but like I said, the whole Aisha Curry thing. Anyways, so I'm going to go off of my list.
Maybe Aisha Curry should have read some Zane books.
She probably did. That's probably why she
was like, I want all the men attention. Your man out there trying to win a fucking 7-game series.
Right.
Oh, selfish.
Zane books is like
being selfish.
The Black Fabio books or some shit.
The Black Daniel Steele collections and shit.
Anyway,
and some women used to rub themselves out to Anne Rice.
I used to read there. I had 3 favorite authors, 2 being my most favorite, and I'm sure. And I read other books too, like from what's the name, Derek Jerome Dickey or something. Eric Jerome Dickey.
Yeah, I remember that name.
Eric? Okay, yeah, I read books like here and there, but my 2 main my favorite authors were Zane and Mary B. Morrison, and then I read some books by Brenda Jackson. So I've been so busy this past week that I didn't get to post a question yesterday. So I tried to post it this morning, and people viewed it, but no one responded to it. So I said, fuck everybody, I'm just gonna do my own list. To those of you that are interested. So let's bring it to Zane. She has
I was gonna say the people that seen your post probably don't read books.
Yeah. That, and I figured that it was either they don't read it, they haven't read it, or they're just not into it.
You're kind of from the old school with that.
Yes,
my mom was reading books like that and stuff, and I'm like, "What you reading, Ma?"
She's like, "Mind your business, baby. Yeah. Mind your business, baby."
Yes. Don't be all up in my business.
Make sure you knock on my goddamn door before you go in my room, boy. You don't know what I'm doing here.
I'm grown.
Candlelit.
I read what I want. Yeah.
It be candlelit in the room. Mama, can I play the video game? Boy, go.
Why you got your incense burning in here?
Why just candles?
Why not the rest of the house?
Why is there no bubbles in your bathtub, Mama?
Why is the light out in the bathroom?
Mama,
are you okay?
Mama, what are you doing with that shower head?
Did you slip and fall or some shit? I'm about to open the door. I got the butter knife.
You stupid.
Don't open that door.
I got the butter knife. That hella be opening the door.
Don't open that
door. Hey, real quick, story time. Speaking of that, I didn't do no butter knife shit, but I remember I was hella young. This was back, I don't know if we was in New York or Philly at the time. All I know is that I woke up in the middle of the night. I had like a bad dream or something. Obviously, my mom and dad were together at the time. And I remember the door wasn't closed all the way. I don't remember a lot of my childhood, but I kind of remember this. I want to say the door was cracked open. And then I didn't knock or nothing, and I just walked inside, and I'm rubbing my eyes. I'm like, oh, I had a bad dream. And then my dad just starts yelling at me, and he's like, get out, close the door. And I start crying, because I'm like, dang, I didn't do nothing. And you just woke up. That's the worst, for someone to either tell you what to do or yell at you or whatever when you first wake up. So I was mad, sad, all of that, confused. Apparently, my mom and dad, they weren't doing nothing, but my dad was watching porn. So I walked in to the room, and I remember their bed was kind of high. So I walked in, so I'm little, and I'm just like, oh, so I was just like, oh, I had a bad dream. And then I'm looking at, oh, what are they watching? And my dad was so mad, and he kicked me out.
You remember what they were watching?
I just remember it being porn. I don't remember exactly what. I was young. But my dad used to have a gang of porn. Magazines, what you call it, VHS, all of them shits, and it was to the point.
Steal my uncle's VHS.
It was to the point where my mom was like, my mom was like, he can't.
Booty talk.
My mom told my dad he couldn't watch porn anymore because of that.
Because
he was like, see, you don't even know your kids are watching what you're watching, and da da da. So my dad kind of hid him away, and I came across them one day. I was like, oh, this is what he was watching. But yeah, so that shit was fucking funny as fuck.
You mentioned who had a porn stash that you used to infiltrate?
My uncle.
Your uncle?
Yeah, my uncle.
He had the VHS.
Not disclose his name. He had a VHS collection. He had you know how people have the shelving right at the ceiling, VHS tapes across the walls. I used to get a little step into it, jack one every week. Come back every week and put that one back and take that one.
That's so
Nigga
funny.
checking them out like a library.
This
Right?
Booty Talk 83 is fire,
Booty
nigga.
Talk 83.
I gotta remember this one.
This shit is due back on April 15th, little nigga. Bring my shit back.
I know.
And make sure you rewind it too.
I know he knew. Like this nigga Marky took my shit. He just didn't say nothing. He kind of let me do it. He like this nigga jack my shit.
He jacking my shit and jacking off. I know what you doing, little
You
nigga.
jacking off a little nigga?
Beating your meat, nigga. Your meat
Yo,
getting hard, nigga.
But with that, like I now that I think back, because I don't, like I said, I don't really, I kind of blacked out. So I don't know too much about my childhood. I can't remember a lot of stuff in my childhood. Even having a conversation with my dad when I went there after the age of 18. My mom allowed us to fly out and see my dad, and you know, he told me a lot of stuff about like their relationship and how toxic it was and all of that crazy stuff, because he felt like I was an adult, so I was able to talk about that stuff, and I was able to comprehend what was going on. But yeah, like but I do remember like bits and pieces, and I remember being or feeling at the time, I didn't know, but some sort of like sexual, like, this is probably like TMI, but
Oh,
Nothing to say.
We're about to have a TMI moment. Brace
You
yourself.
felt the tingling sensation.
so I used to watch soft porn back in the day
okay.
when I was younger.
Yeah, I used to watch it.
I became,
Skinemax.
I kind of was like,
Real sex
I
on
was
HBO.
kind of like interested, like I guess it piqued my interest to the point where like, I know this is fucking crazy, and don't judge me, anybody who's listening, watching, whatever.
Well, we got one person watching you right now on live.
So, you know, most little girls used to have like little Barbie dolls and stuff like that. So I used to make the Barbie dolls have sex. So I'd have them like do the whole thing, take their clothes off and have sex with their little plastic
wow.
bodies. But I even took it a step further,
What?
and I used to like put like the Barbie doll head around my vagina, like acting like I was getting eaten out, and I didn't even know what that was.
Fam!
I know, this shit's fucking crazy. I
mean,
can't
okay.
believe I said that shit.
Okay,
Hey,
that's fine.
But it wasn't a Ken doll.
It was a Barbie.
Yes,
was a
Female?
Barbie?
it was a girl.
Hey, it is what it is.
love wins.
Like
That's all
I
can say.
I used to get on my sister's nerves sometimes because she would ask me to play Barbies with her, and I used to make them act like they're doing it. Oh yeah, shut up, stop. You know, my sister would get
Have her
mad
fuck
at
one of
me.
your action figures and shit. Yeah, I'm gonna get.
G.I. Joe doll.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Have,
get.
have short ass Captain America take out tall Barbie and shit. Yeah, that was a real thing too.
Yeah, this is America's ass.
we literally had some Marvel characters that were actually like Ken doll style with the bending limbs and all that shit. Like my brother had Wolverine, and I had Peter Parker, and we could dress him as Spider-Man and Wolverine and shit.
Oh, they about to
Put him
run
in
the
their
train
regular
on Barbie.
clothes. And it was
They're
on
gonna
the
make.
cracking.
They're gonna make a cuck out of Ken.
It was on the cracking.
You
I
gonna
was
watch
like,
me fuck your
you
wife?
stupid.
Barbie.
So stupid. So stupid.
Oh,
It would be cool if
damn.
they had a T'Challa, a Black Panther one.
Oh man,
Excuse me.
Oh my god.
Hi, Barbie.
Black
I,
Black Panther.
Stupid. You're so dumb.
have a fucking Killmonger version. Hey, Barbie.
Is this your Ken?
You're dumb. You're so
I'm
dumb.
on fire.
Well, look, since you said that,
Uh-oh.
I used to stick my sister's Barbies down my pants and hump them on the bed. And I'll go one further. There was a statue at my auntie crib. She gonna kill. If I ever said who, where, she would fucking kill me, nigga.
Oh my god.
We were young kids too. Like we went over to her house. You walk in the door. She had this one statue of this naked woman, kind of bending backwards and shit. I thought that shit was so hot. Pull my dick out, start humping her like titty fucking the statue and shit. I was like, she looked fire, nigga. Like, start fucking her up.
Wait,
Almost
where
got
was your
caught,
aunt though?
Yo, this nigga easy.
I don't want to say too much because
Okay.
the structure of the house,
Okay.
they gonna know exactly what I'm talking about.
Okay.
But Pops,
I think based
Pops
off of
almost
that-
caught me and shit.
I think based off of that statue, if people know about that statue, that you're pretty much caught too.
I guess they gonna have to figure it out. So I'm gonna leave it at that.
Did you leave any any fluids or any other type of evidence behind?
Probably a little pre-cum, but that was it. Like on her chin.
Oh
on her
my
chin.
God.
Right on her chin.
Yeah, because as I was fucking her, I was hitting her chin.
Wait, so
She looked fine though.
how'd you
It
almost
was a
get
fine ass
caught?
statue.
How'd you almost get caught? Like, how did you like prevent yourself from getting caught?
Put my dick away real fast.
Like, you heard a noise or something?
My
or
pops,
like,
he called for me. Hey son, what you doing? Where you at? I'm right here.
what you doing or who you doing?
I'm right here. I'm right here chilling.
My man said you fucking statue.
I just came in the house.
Literally.
Yeah, that was.
You ain't got no stories?
You got no stories? I used to dry hump.
Yeah,
Some
I ain't
shit.
dry hump.
Like when I was like younger and shit. Mm-hmm. Fucking dry hump some girls and shit. If a girl like you, she's like, I'm gonna hump you tonight.
7 minutes in heaven.
I had, you know what? I had a few girls do that
did
to
I
me.
ever tell y'all the story?
And I was a little kid in La La Land. And
Did
shit.
I tell you the story when I first had head?
I don't
No,
think
nigga.
so.
No.
Fun fact. First time, yeah.
How old were you?
You want to play a guessing game?
Oh my
Sure.
gosh.
All right.
I'm aiming low.
11.
Nigga, you was 8.
Lower?
Oh, Lord.
5, nigga.
Yeah, I was 5.
Get the fuck out of here. That was my first guess. What
I'll-
the fuck?
Yeah, I was 5 when I got head the first time. Luckily,
What
the girl
the
was like
fuck?
6 years old, but I guess she watched porn.
Luckily.
Yeah, like,
No, like
I mean, she could have been a
she
14-year-old.
could have been a sick ass 14-year-old. You know what I mean?
You're
Like,
a little cutie. Come here. Put your pants down.
I didn't. Yo,
My
the
babysitter
First
raped me.
time. Yo, I didn't even know what it was, but I knew my shit was hard, and it went in her mouth. This is so descriptive. This is a long time ago, man. I was 5 years old.
gotta throw that disclaimer out.
Yeah, the disclaimer. Look at Easy's face. Can't believe it.
Oh my god.
Can't believe it. Easy's
A
face.
5-year-old sticking his dick in a 6-year-old mouth.
That I would die.
I think
Yo.
this might get us banned. And it was the crazy thing about it. Her pops was like washing the car outside the apartment. Yeah, her pops was washing.
Like what? Like how?
Yeah.
Like how it
It started,
transpired?
it started from like
Was
dry
she-
humping.
Was she? Oh, y'all dry humping each other.
It started off from dry humping, and it transpired one thing to another, and then she did pull my pants down. I think I don't know. I just had like some. I don't know. I had some dope ass underwear. It was probably like a Ninja Turtles underwear or some shit. Yeah, man. It was like red. The outline was red, and I still remember those underwear.
I see. I see.
Yo, the Raphael joints.
And she was going down, and I'm just like, yo, what is this? This tickles. I'm like, this kind of tickles.
man.
Tickle my pickle.
Yo. And this is gone at 5. That's fucked up. I've been corrupted by a 6-year-old. But we're only a year apart, so.
That's
She probably a pro at it now.
hey, maybe starting at a tender age of 6, man.
Yeah.
Yo,
Probably.
what the fuck?
Yeah, so
Imagine being a parent and walking in on that.
Oh my
What the
god.
fuck is y'all doing?
They both would have died.
I would have got, y'all know my mom would have whooped my ass.
They both living on two opposite sides of the world.
So yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, so that was kind of like my early exposures.
That's crazy.
I
You
have
wanna
more,
go
but
there?
I'm gonna keep it off air because it's a little too personal.
Okay.
My thing, but anyways, back to the story. So, back to this list.
Damn,
Sorry.
you got us beat, nigga. Fuck that.
We just had some crazy tangents, so don't judge me, guys. Don't judge me. All right.
Okay, so we're gonna start off with Zayn because that's one of the most recognized name for the most part for those of you that were into erotica. She has a list of books and she still writes them, but I'm going to just rattle off a few of my favorites. So, of course, the number one book that she had was the Sex Chronicles. She also had Sex Chronicles 2, where basically it was just basic just kind of like sexcapades, like different stories of sexcapades. Then she came out.
That's where the show's based off of, the sex.
Yeah, I think it is. And then she had chocolate flavor, which basically it was, black on black sex. And then she kind of like did a spinoff and did other stuff like caramel flavor, honey flavor. Can you guess what those are? Honey flavor. What you think that would be?
Honey flavor.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I'm
Shit.
beat.
It was
Like
Asian.
Oh,
Asian and black. And then,
honey flavor is Asian and black.
well, because it's chocolate flavor it's like they're adding one, like she keeps adding a different
Should have called it sweet sour sauce.
oh my gosh.
Or Arnold Palmer.
Caramel flavor.
Tea and lemonade.
Mexican and black.
Yeah, it was Mexican.
That makes sense. People
and
thought I was
then-
Mexican growing up. I'm just playing.
I was like, really? You saw me like,
Oh, yeah, you could have passed for an Afro Mexican down there in like Acapulco or something.
Yeah, I will say like Dominicans or like
yeah.
those
Yeah.
others.
Afro-Latinos.
They kind of came up to me, start talking.
They'd be like,
to me in
hey,
Spanish. Like I'm
papi,
their brother.
¿dónde está?
And did you used to have your hair in braids before? Or
Yeah,
never,
at one
ever,
time
yeah.
I did.
Yeah, I could
Walk around
definitely
with
see
braids
that
and
if you
shit.
have braids.
Oh yeah, they probably thought your ass was from Dykeman out there in New York or some shit.
You saw you
Be playing that Uptown song from Meek Mill.
Oh my gosh.
I swear, Dominican niggas love that fucking song.
You sound like you hate it. Like,
I know.
I fucking hate that song.
It's so New York or
stand
it's so
y'all.
East Coast. No offense to my East Coast people.
Fucking Dominicans like
Oh my
that. They love that song.
Hey, I got love for Dominicans, man. Y'all
Yeah,
cool.
They cool.
Don't beat me up out there. Like out there in
Don't
Dykeman and
beat
shit.
me up.
Don't do me like y'all did Safari.
Addicted was another one. Skyscraper. Nervous was crazy. It was basically about a woman who was a nympho. She was a nympho.
She was a nymphomaniac.
Yes, she
Is
was.
that what the movie was based off of?
Which movie?
I think it was called Addicted or some shit. It was a woman that was basically an info. She was with one guy though, and she ended up having an affair with multiple guys behind his back.
Probably.
I think it was called Addicted.
I think people need to start saying that. Like, if you know you're an info, if you know that you got this like addiction, or kind of like Common.
It's basically where I got the cover from Wholesome Strokes. It's from a scene from that movie where they had just got it in, and she still wanted more. That's what she was like reaching for his junk, or whatever, trying to get him back up.
Motherfucker, like, I don't sleep, bitch.
And I was looking at that scene, I was like, nigga, you tripping? You should have rolled back over and knocked her back down. Like, the shit how it looked, I was like, damn, that looks sexy as fuck. Nigga, your shit should get back up right
Man,
there.
she trying to defer his blows like fucking Tom Brady and shit.
You're so stupid.
So I know my girl
deflate.
takes pride in that shit, especially like I haven't had sex in a while or haven't watched any porn, and she's like, and I'm after I bust that like crazy nut, you know that type of nut is like, yo, I'm emptied out. Like she's like, yeah, I deflated your balls, huh?
Depleted.
I was like, yeah, Tom Brady, you happy now?
I remember somebody was like, I want to drain you. I was like, really? Okay. Down to the last drop.
Oh my gosh. What is it? What's that? The splatter paint.
Or that little edge.
The little ketchup pack.
Just slap lips
You
with it.
say the ketchup
The
pack?
ketchup, yeah, ketchup
Stupid.
pack. Yeah, get that extra nut up and slapping on her lips.
I don't know what it is about pre-cum though. Like just when you see like a little drop of pre-cum, like that shit fucking hella excites me. Hello? Oh, I thought
That's
my
what's
shit
up.
went out.
That's you. I mean, I haven't like some people are watching. They're probably looking at you in a different light now.
Me?
No, that's it. Because my
Anyway.
they're men.
because they're men.
They're men.
Afterburn and the Sisters of APF. That one was funny. It's like it was a sorority of like women that like fucked like different guys. It was like alpha fuck 'em something. I forgot the exact words, but it was Sisters of APF. And I'm going to move on to Mary B. Morrison, or Honeybee, or her pen name is Honeybee. So she has some stories under Honeybee and some stories under Mary B. Morrison. And she had Man Eater, Married on Mondays, Single Husband, Unconditionally Single, Who's Loving You, Sweeter Than Honey, Darius Jones, When Somebody Loves You Back, Somebody's Gotta Be on Top, He's Just a Friend. So with Mary B. Morrison.
Oh, he's just a friend. Yo, that's wild.
So with Mary B. Morrison, she actually had like a series of like 7 books, and some of them are on this list. So hers was more so like it was like a series, so it was like a full blown like story. Like, so if it were on Netflix, like it would, you know, I think it would actually be interesting. Whereas I feel like with Zayn, like a lot of her books, even though she had like Sex Chronicles 2, Chocolate Flavor, Purple Panties, all that shit, like it's like short stories. Whereas Mary B. Morrison, she had more series going. Mm-hmm. And then Brenda Jackson, I read a few of her books. I was looking through her list because I had to, you know, go through memory lane, because this was like years ago that I read this stuff. And I was looking at her list today, and I saw a lot of like white boys and like cowboy hats and shit. I'm like, is this the right Brenda Jackson? And it sure was. So I was like, damn, she
getting her white boy bag, and her swirling bag.
Yeah,
there's a lot of women out here swirling too. And that's another thing about the bill too out there in the South. What about these swirling white boys and black women? Mm-hmm. Are you gonna tell these black women to get, you know, what are they, side babies from interracial relations? Oh, the South about to get messy.
They don't know what they got themselves into.
Oh,
but with Brenda Jackson, I just had named a few. The Player's Handbook was, you know, my go-to. What a Woman Wants, Her Little Black Book, and there's more too, but those are like 3 of my favorite books of hers. But in modern times, and you know, I'm just now, I guess because I, you know, like podcasts, so I guess it's kind of the same as like audiobooks. 'Cause I remember, like, I know you, Marco, you listen to audiobooks. I don't know about you, MEZ. Do you listen to audiobooks?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. So I remember, like I said, I'm not really into it because I like the old school. I like the paper, like the feel of the actual book in my hand, turning pages and all that. But shout out to what the fuck? Eric Dizzy from Ignorant
the famous
Philosophy.
Nobody.
He has a dope ass podcast called Black Widow Podcast. And if you haven't listened to that shit and you're into erotica, like, you're missing out. And he had like a series like going on, but his most recent stuff that he's been working on is short stories. And if I can remember correctly, I think listeners can sent him like little submit their stories, and he kind of brought it to life, and it's dope. Like, just a few stories I was listening to. So on my way to the Horrible Decisions podcast, I was listening to Black Widow because I was like catching up, and I was just like, oh, this shit. Like, I got so excited both ways.
I was about to say.
I was excited because I was just like, oh shit, you know, this was bringing me back to like the days when I used to read books like this.
Yeah. And
then also getting me excited because some of the shit I was just like, okay. And then some of the stuff like I could relate to, or I'll be like, oh, that shit's hella bold, but that shit's dope. Like, you know what I mean? So actually on my way over here, I listened to one of the episodes. It was called New Year, New Dick. And that shit was very interesting. Very interesting.
I'll probably listen on the way back.
Yes.
Hopefully I don't get too excited. Hey, baby. I know it's like midnight. I had to give you some of these wholesome strokes.
Right.
They're short,
Right.
They're short stories. They're like, I think the longest one, like in this, what he got going on right now, I think is like about 14, 15 minutes. So they're like really short, but it's like, wow, like some of these stories, like, it's fucking crazy. So is there any suggestions that you guys have
as far as erotica?
Yes,
erotica books. Let me ask the audience, for the 2 people who are watching, any suggestions for erotica? If you guys like read them, listen to them, watch them, whatever. Any suggestions for our listeners, for our women listeners, the 30% of y'all, because y'all do exist. I know most of our guys, they just fucking watch porn. It's like, look, erotica, bitch, give me porn.
No, but you know what's crazy?
Yeah.
My ex-boyfriend, my third ex-boyfriend, like he used to read Zane books too. So like his favorite is like Nervous and Addicted and stuff like
it taps into like a woman's psyche. That's one thing about erotica.
Mm-hmm.
It taps into women's fantasies and how they perceive things, as far as what gets them tick. But I don't have any recommendations. But I do listen to Black Widow here and there, disparagingly. Can't listen to it at work, but probably on the way to the car or something like that.
Wait, really quick. So speaking of that, I don't know if you've seen the post that he put up, the famous nobody. He's asking for women to submit their moans so that he can implement it into his shows. So I had sent it to my group chat, and I was like, "Here, girls," I said, "Good luck," or what did I say? I said, "Y'all should do it." And then some of the girls were like, "That shit's crazy, but I low-key want to do it." I was like, do it. Like 3 of the girls were kind of interested in doing it. So I don't know if they did it, but that shit would be funny. I know I couldn't record myself moaning because not that I don't moan, but I don't like to fake it, like to record it, to send it to someone. I think that's like weird. Like, you know what I mean? It's one thing to fake it, but to fake it, to submit it to somebody, like that's, I don't know.
Or who they're saying they're faking it.
Well,
They're saying they're faking it. Maybe they
I
are
would have
playing.
been faking it.
My cousin's on here, and she says Sister Soldier. That's the only one she read.
I heard of that, but I haven't read it. I haven't read that.
Thank you for the suggestion, cousin.
Thank you, cousin. What about you, Ameezy?
But to
For erotica.
give people know some erotica,
Yeah, or just anything in general.
xnxx.com. You can,
For people that don't watch porn.
you can read the titles.
Read the headlines. Read the headlines.
Yeah, there's categories.
Yo, the porn algorithms are fucking ridiculous. Like fucking incest porn. What the fuck's wrong with y'all?
But I bet your ass watch it.
Stepsister.
And I bet you a lot of
brother.
them. I bet you a lot of them is like because of the girl in the video and what she does is what niggas be clicking on and shit. Like, damn, that was fire. What the fuck is she doing? On the little
You're talking
thumbnail or
about
something.
the thumbnail.
Thumbnail.
They ain't even like
They ain't even caring about the
typing
headline.
incest enter
Some
to
people
see what
do.
pops up. Some people do.
Yes.
But I'm saying, like, I bet you a lot of them is more that case. Like, the thumbnail looks fire. And that's not my sister.
That's not my sister.
That thumbnail looks fire, and that's not my sister.
Nigga, like nigga, you know they acting.
Yeah.
You know they acting.
Yeah, like
This ain't real.
Like the person told you to skip the fucking corny shit and get to the business.
Get straight to the business.
But yeah, that's my recommendation.
That's your recommendation for erotica.
xnxx.com.
and read the titles, right?
Yep.
And read the titles. Get you in there.
They got everything
what
you're looking for. Movie scenes, Zane, incest, whatever the fuck you looking for. If you want to look for a specific actress, they got lists of them with their pictures like next to the names, like bios.
Yo,
and
they
shit.
put all the Game of Thrones love scenes in there now.
Yep.
Oh my
You can look it up.
Because of incest? Or what?
No, they're just
Nah, it's
because it's HBO.
Yeah.
Because like
It's all
dudes could look up.
sexiness.
Dudes could look up. I ain't gonna lie. Some niggas might revisit that Lawrence and Tasha love scene on Insecure though.
Right.
That shit
right.
look real. It's
in there too. I came across that shit too. I came across fucking White Famous where Jamie Foxx is laying on the floor and the girl is fucking what's she doing? Dick squats, I think.
She doing this.
I think she doing some dick squats on him.
Yo, remember?
I don't know if anybody watched that show, White Famous with Jay Farrell, but
it got canceled. But yeah,
but they show like
Yeah.
on the trailer. I remember seeing that where he was talking. He was like, "Yeah," and it looked like this little white ass was bouncing on him. I'm like, is that really what's happening right now? He having a conversation with this nigga in the living room on the floor, and I came across that shit on xnxx.com. I was like, man, they got everything here, where variety lives.
Nigga said where variety lives.
Well, to those that aren't really into porn but would like to
Watch Monsters Ball.
would like to
Chapter
get
22
into
make me
it,
feel good.
What
Or
are
you
the
look it up on xnxx.
what are the top 3 actresses or porn stars would you recommend they go look up?
Lord Jesus, I don't
Just
fucking.
3.
I don't know where to start because there's so many. There's so many that get out with the fucking get out. Shit, nigga, I don't know.
I'm not saying any names.
Yeah, I don't know. Nigga, like,
I'm not saying any names. I haven't been watching porn that much lately. I'm in a relationship, y'all. I'm trying to be a good boyfriend.
Tiana Trump.
Donald Trump, that name stands out.
That name stands out.
That name stands out because of Trump.
Oh my
And she was on No Jumper podcast talking about yo, what cousin wild? She said Star Darcy.
That's
Yo,
stupid.
you're wild for Star though.
That's stupid.
Oh, insert any woman with an OnlyFans page.
Riley Reed. I throw her out there.
Right to read.
Yeah, Riley Reed.
Reed.
Little cute face white girl.
Is that the one that was dropping all the M-bombs?
Probably because she got.
Was it her or was
she probably got black, so
it
that's why.
might yeah.
The one, remember I sent it to the group chat and I said, what the fuck?
I don't know if it was her though.
Yeah, I know.
That name sounds familiar and I've never heard of her in my life. So I
I
think
noticed
it
that
was
a lot
her.
of non-black porn stars will say the N-bomb because they just got like Mandingo partied by them and shit. Like they had sex with like, I don't know. I mean, you know what? Do they earn the right to say nigga after they fuck like dudes like
No,
fucking?
never.
No. I'm just saying. Just hear me out. Just hear me out. If they fuck dudes like Mandingo, Lex Steele, Rico Strong, and like 5 other excessively hung black dudes, do they get the right to say nigga? Because that's a whole lot of nigga to take. You know what I mean? That's a look at Nessa's face. That's a whole lot of nigga to take.
That's a dumbass question. No.
My cousin said, "Hell no."
The fuck?
People say, "I don't think so." Okay, I'll just ask it. Shit, you know.
Yeah, people about to jump on you like, nigga, what the fuck?
The mob was about to kill me. They had to get their pitchforks, pitchforks, and their fucking torches ready.
Tiki torches.
This get the tiki torches out on me. Oh man.
No, but that's it. It was just a little nostalgic moment.
Yeah.
You know, I just came across that. I was like, oh, I wonder whether. Apparently, nobody with the shit, so just me. Just me.
I don't know if reading books is with the shit, but all right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. They ain't with the shits as far as bringing it back to old school.
I know,
Like that means
I'm
that.
just joking about you reading books, causing it boring.
No,
That's being
I know,
funny.
but even
that's
with,
not with the shits. That's reading shit. No, but
No, but yeah,
So-
I was just surprised that like I didn't get like not even one, and I know there's no way that I'm the only person that read that
Okay.
shit.
All right.
oh nigga,
This is a problematic experience because I ain't gonna lie, it was fucked up. It's like Me Too era shit. So I was reading this story. This lady was giving. Damn, y'all probably hate me after this. Y'all gonna hate me after this, but I was reading this article of this lady who came out to say that she was sexually assaulted by this dude. In DC, they met in DC, they were friends and stuff like that. And I mentioned before, when sexual assault and rape cases happen, it happens when you are, association with the person. And that, it's usually never a stranger, like the person who's doing the deed. So I was reading the story about, and she was getting real descriptive about the story, like how, he assaulted her, because if once it turned from consensual, like kissing and stuff like that, and then I guess when she wasn't with the shits, he kept pressing on, and she was being descriptive, like he grabbed me in the back of my head and I choked on it, and all like she was like really being descriptive. And I was reading, I was like, nigga, I'm not supposed to get up from this. Let me stop.
Oh shit!
I'm not, but you know what the thing is? Like there are certain women, and I'm not saying not all. There are certain type of women that are into coercive sex. So for me, just reading it felt like erotica, but it was wrong. So like, yeah, I'm just being honest with myself on my platform.
I mean, it's a real thing. So
this is a real thing. I was
Can't
like,
knock you for that,
nigga,
so.
that's kinda,
I
I wouldn't do that, but I mean,
I have to
personally,
shout out another actress because I threw out a little white girl. Let me throw out a black girl. Roxy, is it Roxy Reynolds? Yeah,
Roxy Reynolds is black.
Yeah, I said.
okay.
Let me throw out a black girl now.
Yeah.
Roxy
Yeah.
Reynolds.
Roxy Reynolds.
She
Vicky
is-
Vale. If you listen to Murs, he has a song called Vicky Vale because he used to date her. He used to date Roxy Reynolds, and he talked about the not so glamorous side of dating a porn star and the insecurities that he went through.
Interesting.
Yeah. Produced by Ninth Wonder. Great song, great beat.
gonna check it out.
Speaking of Me Too, I kind of heard it as I was walking out the door this morning. The Me Too movement. What's his name? Is it Tony? He's like, isn't he like an influencer or something? Or
Tony, I don't
Givens, like Robert Givens or something. What's his name? Hold on.
know. Oh, they checking. Quick update. Even though you guys don't care, you guys already knew. Golden State just swept the Portland Trail Blazers, and they're going to the finals for like how many times now? This is their third time in a row.
Yeah, and fourth time overall. Since
since the 90s. I call it the Steph Curry era. I call it the Steph Curry era right there. So, yeah.
Oh, Robin Givens.
Robin Givens.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So there's a sports update for you guys who said we haven't talked about sports in a while.
Yeah, Robin Givens is he's like isn't he like a influencer or something? Like people.
I have no idea. All I know is that CJ McCullough let Jennifer down.
I mean, all he said he's gonna try.
He said he's trying.
That's all he said. He's gonna,
Oh man, someone said he looked like Stephon Urkel. Not Steve, Stephon
Arkell.
Arkell, my bad.
Get it right.
Oh my God, it's spelled the same. Just say it said different.
Tomato.
Yeah,
Pretty much. All right, that's still searching. Aladdin, Memorial Day weekend. Y'all gonna see it? Nah. No love for
I'm
Will
finna
Smith.
go see Detective Pikachu. That's what I'm finna go see.
Oh, okay.
Speaking of, I just saw Shazam.
Shazam.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Shouts to my girl.
Yes, what I'm talking about. Huh? You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I had a crush on her since nigga was little, man. So when she popped up in the movie, I was like, oh.
See,
Wow.
They didn't have to.
If I was her husband, I would have been on set. Hey, can she keep that?
Can you keep that?
Can she keep that outfit?
Can she still act? Dude,
I need her to bring that home.
I ain't gonna lie, dude. Like, I wonder how it is like dating an actress. I mean, y'all do role play, and if they like really get into it, I'll probably ask an actress once I
wonder if Brad Pitt had Angelina Jolie play as Tomb Raider in the
Lara Croft.
room. Lara Croft.
I wonder that. I wonder if professional actors do like role play, especially them Game of Thrones actors now. Like
Hey,
if the
I'm
Jonas
not gonna front.
if the Jonas brother is
Amelia Clark, Daenerys, you a little pretty little white girl, man, with the white hair.
yeah.
She's a pretty little white girl. I was watching. I was like, that's the perfect role player shit right there. She need to keep that white wig.
Keep that white wig.
Keep that white wig.
What version of? We don't get into it.
Speak to a nigga in Dothraki.
She like, I got that Dracarys.
The Jakar is that fire.
She got that fire. I'm the unburned. Yo, that can mean so many different ways.
Or you can play as the Unsullied and scissor with your girl.
Oh.
I guess Riley Ritchie clarified it. I know that's not his government name, but that's how I know him by the artist Riley Ritchie. But he clarified that they only get their balls cut.
Oh, the Unsullied, they get their balls cut, not like they're castrated. Like,
yeah.
I mean, they're castrated from the balls, not like the dick. So
yeah, because Ebro asked him on Hot 97, like, yo, y'all like a Ken doll down there or what's up? Because that was our whole take.
Because I remember it because it didn't make sense until you mentioned that, because I remember like in season 5 or season 3 that they were in that slave area and they got caught slipping with some whores.
Mm-hmm.
In some whorehouses. Yeah, some of the Unsullied.
First thing I was thinking, what the fuck is y'all gonna do with them?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, they're Unsullied. They ain't got no, like, why are they doing it in whorehouses? That defeats the purpose. But they actually have dicks and they still work. Okay, got it. All right. She's like lost. I guess we'll save the Game of Thrones, like, we'll go all in. I'll cut that off because we want Nessa to look like this.
Zoomed in on her face.
She's like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? Y'all lost me.
I'm tired as fuck.
All right, you tired? All right. Anything else for did you find out who was the influencer?
I'm tired.
She's tired. All right.
I don't know what. Like, I was looking up. I'm like, wait, this is actually a woman, and it was the lady from Boomerang. So I was just like, oh,
Robin
okay,
Givens.
maybe. So I don't know.
Right.
I was literally walking out the door when I heard it, and I was like, what? And I think I missed.
She got caught up on some Me Too stuff, or was she a victim?
I think she was a victim.
She was a victim.
But I don't know. I thought it was something else. So
hopefully she ain't crying wolf.
All right. I just put the phone down. It's on live on my personal for some reason. On the Jig is Up, it wasn't working as well. So, oh well. Like I said, Golden State going to the finals again. They did it without KD, but can they win the final title without KD? Do they need him against the Milwaukee Bucks, as it looks like?
I think they need him for sure. For against this team, yeah. Can they win without KD? Yeah, they won a title before KD came through there, so I think they can. But they need him for
Milwaukee
for sure. Yeah, for sure win. They need
because they match up well. Team. They match up well, and their bigs can shoot.
Who the fuck is gonna guard Giannis?
Their
KD.
That cancels it out then, because their bigs can guard. Like, Brook Lopez could shoot from 3.
Yep.
The other bigs on that team, Eric Bledsoe's playing well. George Hill's playing well.
Yep.
Like, yo, Milwaukee got a
Chris Middleton is definitely
they're deep.
A good matchup with Klay Thompson. Like, that's going to be a definite matchup right there.
I'm watching this finals. I'm actually
intrigued.
intrigued.
Be a determining factor.
I'm actually intrigued. Can they get this 3-peat? It's hard to 3-peat.
I don't think they're gonna. I personally don't think they're gonna get it.
You don't think they're gonna get it?
I have a feeling the Bucks might pull this off.
They might pull like a 04 Pistons type of like surprise, or you just knew. Like, I don't think the Bucks are gonna be heavy underdogs. I don't think it might be even.
Yeah, I think they're good enough to run with them for sure.
It's gonna be interesting finals.
I haven't
Sorry,
caught
Toronto.
Any basketball games, and it's like, and I
because
really
they play
want
team ball
to.
just as much as the Warriors play team ball.
Mm-hmm.
So the way they score, it looks easy.
And Giannis just kicks it out. He draws like double teams regardless, so he could kick it out to anybody who shoots threes. This is like it's like the 2010 Orlando Magic team,
yeah,
but with way better shooters around. Like, remember Dwight Howard just be the center, he just kick it out, and then he have like Rashard Lewis or Pietrus shoot the ball. But like, imagine that times
Turkoglu was there.
Imagine that times like 5.
Yeah,
you know
everybody,
and they can play defense too.
Everybody except Giannis. Giannis keep trying to shoot threes. He keep coming up short. Like, hey man, leave that shit for the fucking offseason.
Yeah, he practiced that. He practiced that in the offseason. Man, Ben Simmons who?
Right. Shit, nigga, LeBron who? No. I mean, he's really that good right now to be the best in the league. He was how are you the MVP candidate, one of the MVP candidates, top 3, and the defensive player of the year in the same season?
Man, and you know what's the thing about Giannis? Like him being the Greek freak, he doesn't have that American ego. He don't mind getting dunked on. He know that comes with the territory when you're trying to block people. Like American.
Energy, though. I would be mad this nigga blocked my shot and be like, yeah, nigga, I'm coming back down until I score on your ass, and I'm gonna do that back to you.
Like he'll get dunked on. He'll be like, okay, I got dunked on. You got me. Like American basketball players, they make business decisions. Like you don't put me on a poster, nigga. Go ahead, the lane is yours.
Yeah, he's a real competitor because I've seen a game where he did get dunked on, came right back down and dunked on the other person.
Yeah,
he was not playing. Back. Yeah, I was like, that's what I'm talking about. This is what we need to see more of.
And he's more old school. He don't do like buddy workouts with like opponents in the off season. He's like, if
he
you
works
ain't
out with Kobe.
He's like if you ain't a buck, fuck you. Mm-hmm. If you ain't wearing green, purple, and white,
or retired,
he's like,
because he did Kobe workouts. Like Kobe put him through a workout. I don't know if it was just one workout or he's been working with him, but Kobe's been doing that with him. Jason Tatum, of course, Kyrie, like he kind of like mentors him. Kyle Kuzma, like he's Kobe's lurking and shit.
Kobe like team.
I feel like he's in Giannis' ear. Like, nigga, you gotta be a competitor.
Like, fuck these niggas.
Yeah, fuck these niggas. You know,
because like he's like because honestly, that's what's missing in the NBA.
Yeah,
that's what's missing. Like
it's like that meme when Kobe was talking to Dwight, like soft. You're soft. It was on the court.
Yeah, like I know fans are gonna be pissed off. Like especially Houston fans. Like nigga, y'all got beaten by Golden State for like the 4th time. You know, you guys been eliminated by them again.
Soft.
And they what's that? Fucking James Harden. They found a photo or him or something like that clubbing after the Game 6 loss. I'm not saying the basketball player is supposed to dwell on their loss and feel all bad and shit. But at the same time, my nigga, you can't be turning up on VIP because you on vacation now.
I mean, I'm not opposed to it. You take a mean L, it's like, I'm not finna be down like this. We finna party it up. Fuck that. We gotta come back harder next year, but we can't do nothing right now. We lost. Fuck it, man. I'm trying to hit the club. I'm trying to make myself happy. VIP, here we come.
Kind of like.
I ain't gonna front. I used to do that when I get fired from a job. I'll be on my way home like, man, fuck this. I'm hitting the club or something. I gotta go spend some money. make myself feel better because I just got fired.
It's like Lonzo and Kuz. Like, damn, Magic Johnson just quit. For real? What we doing?
Yeah, exactly what he said.
Yeah, stupid. I used to tell my cousin like it was one time we was working together, or whatever. I was like, man, we just got fired. It's time to celebrate.
Damn,
it's time to celebrate. It ain't finna be time to be down.
Yeah, dude. Earlier this morning, Magic Johnson's out here spilling the tea.
Oh yeah,
calling Rob Pelinka a backstabber. Getting into details, he talked about the botched trade of AD.
Mm-hmm.
He blamed the GM from the Pelicans, former GM, for putting it on blast. And Magic Johnson's like, I have no regrets.
None.
I would have traded y'all niggas.
He was dead ass. Yeah. He was like, none.
I would have traded y'all bitch ass niggas.
When he says I have no regrets and Max asks him and he responds with Max. I have no regrets. Like you respond, saying my name first. Oh, you for real? You mean big business? Like
he was like, he's a special player. And then they were talking about like, how do you feel about them trading LeBron? He just laughed him out the room.
Yeah,
he was like, dude, they ain't trading no damn LeBron. LeBron's he's too much on and off the court.
Yeah, he's a big importance right now for them.
Yeah. Yeah, we already talked about that. Oh, as every time a new person is casted as the new Batman who gets to don the new cape and cowl, people get in their feelings. I remember after Dark Knight Rises, I felt that there was no one out there that could do a great job like Christian Bale. I was like, no one can
I ain't
replace
feel that
Christian
way.
Bale.
I ain't feel that way. I was like, next.
And then when we heard that a former Daredevil actor was going to play as him,
I was like, no.
everybody lost their shit. Ben Affleck, what the fuck?
Yeah, we all was like,
Oh,
no, not him.
no! Warner Brothers, what are you doing?
No.
You stupid motherfuckers!
Yeah. Not applesauce, bitch. Oh.
And then he proved us wrong in BVS. I loved his
Yeah.
BVS performance.
He's
Not so
to
much
me,
his Justice League performance, but his BVS performance
to me, arguably the best Batman
I've seen
film.
on screen.
Yeah,
Like, bruh, like,
film. It's arguable for sure.
you know, people are like, well, Ben Affleck should have been the Punisher. I'm like, you should call Michael Keaton the Punisher too. Then, if we talk, you know what I'm saying?
Nah,
if
he
you talking
ain't gotta
about
be the
Batman
Punisher.
kill facts, we talking about a nigga who had he bombed the fucking power plant with
Yeah.
people inside.
Yeah, he did.
He had a fucking plane with fucking Gatling guns and rocket launchers and RPGs.
That was
and a
Tim
target
Burton right
finder.
there. That's
You
Tim
know what I
Burton's
mean?
Batman.
He fucking killed. He killed motherfuckers left and right. If
Flipped
you guys
somebody
want to
off a
talk
roof
about,
and shit.
yeah, like you really want to talk about it? Come on, man. For these little,
Had his Batmobile kill a couple people.
yeah, these young ass MCU watching ass kids who never seen a Batman movie past 1989 need to shut the fuck up.
Right.
Batman killed plenty of times. Even Adam West killed niggas.
Right. Do your Googles, little
Do your
niggas.
research.
Do your Googles.
Little motherfucker. Oh, no, Batman don't kill. No, that's the popularized version of Batman.
So how do you feel about
Twilight Boy?
not Twilight Boy,
Edward Cullen?
but I mean, hey,
Robert Pattinson being announced as Matt Reeves Batman?
I mean,
I'm not hating it.
I think he could pull it off. He's just gonna have to put some weight on him. He can't be no fucking Twilight body. No, he got to put a little weight on him.
Oh, you know actors could take steroids.
Oh yeah, we've seen it.
Yeah.
You know,
Actors can
it's
take,
unannounced, but we've seen it.
yeah, actors can take steroids, you know, without getting busted, you know.
But no, what I was gonna say is oh boy that plays Winter Soldier wants to be the next Riddler. Did you come
Sebastian
across that?
Stan?
Yeah, Sebastian did say he said he wants to play the next Riddler.
I heard also James McAvoy play as Professor X wants to be the next Riddler too. Everybody's fighting for this Riddler title. No one wants to be Joker. They're like, fuck it. Jared Leto, Heath Ledger, Joaquin Phoenix. Who wants to replace Jim Carrey? You know what I mean? That's
and you know it's crazy. Back then, I always wanted Jim Carrey to play the Joker.
Yeah.
Because I thought he would have been a fucking fantastic Joker. But he was the Riddler. I was like, I'll take it.
Yeah.
You know, he's a good Riddler, but I didn't. It wasn't the Riddler that I would depict.
I mean,
in the
Jim
movies.
Carrey's Riddler was basically Ace Ventura in a Riddler costume.
Pretty much.
That's all he
Pretty
was.
much.
So he was Ace Ventura in the Riddler costume. I wasn't hating it because it was the 90s, nigga. It was great
It is what
times.
it was.
It was great times in the 90s. But yeah, how do you feel about Robert Pattinson being the next Batman or the front runner?
I'm open to it.
I'm open to it too, man. I'm not
Show me what you got.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not gonna sit here. You're a professional actor. You've been doing this. People are like, oh, he could pull out a Bruce Wayne, but I don't know about his Batman. I'm like,
He can pull both off. I see his Bruce Wayne for sure. Batman, I think he can. I think he can prove us wrong. I think he can show us.
I'm
Something.
gonna need Robert Pattinson to hit them weights though.
That I'm with you. I need him to get some weight on him.
He needed to go on that Zack Snyder workout camp.
I know,
He be
right?
putting his actors through. Yo, I feel sorry for Ray Fisher because he got super swollen ripped during the shooting of Justice League
Yeah,
just to wear a fucking like bodysuit, CGI bodysuit, motion capture suit.
yeah, and I don't think
So
and I don't even think the body was matching up with his size, like
yeah.
necessarily.
All right, yeah. I mean, that's pretty much it, man. For all my fellow geeks out there, stop tripping, man. It happens every time a new person's being announced as Batman. Happens every time.
Pretty much.
I'm numb to this shit, man. It's like a new president every time. That's what Batman is.
It's like we make certain characters so fucking sacred after they've been played pretty well by another actor.
Oh yeah,
It's
that's
like sacred grounds. Oh no, you can't use that character for this actor. No.
shit. Hollywood like motherfucker. You trying to make money? Shut your ass up. They are. It's like, hey, it's about the money, man. Fuck this.
Yeah.
And people was like, oh, another Batman story, just white privilege in the cape. I'm like, man, shut y'all asses up. Y'all wasn't saying none of this.
Stupid.
Y'all wasn't saying none of this shit before the MCU. Y'all wasn't saying this shit when Black Panther came out. Y'all didn't say none of that shit. Now y'all just want to make Batman like the evil white privilege guy. Yeah, he has white privilege, but he uses his white privilege to fight the underworld of Gotham right there. So
That nigga lost his parents, dog. Like, what the fuck?
This motherfucking fighting crooked cops.
His parents got robbed in the alley and shot and killed in front of him.
And they didn't find his killer.
You think that's white privilege? I don't know.
And he's rich. And they didn't find his parents' killers.
Right. Shit.
They didn't bring him to justice. Shit.
Like Tupac and Biggie and shit. Like, what the fuck?
Shit. So he had to get that. He had to get his justice on. Fuck. But that's neither here or there. But man, shout out some party words. I'm sorry to get the fuck up out of here. It's actually 9:30. We're making some good timing.
Shout out to my girl Dashay doing her thing.
Doing her thug thizzle.
Still moving and grooving. She's out here back in town hanging out with your boy. But
shout out to Dashay the Great.
Yep.
Shay the Great.
She'll be in LA this weekend for Colors.
Go support her. Go check it out. R&B only. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, unfortunately, I won't be able to go because I have to work.
Oh shit. I'll try to make my way up there. We'll see. Memorial Day weekend. That's the start of hoe season.
I have a 4-day weekend too.
Yeah.
Good for you.
That I ain't gonna be doing no type of hoe shit. So
I mean, you got hoe season lasts 3 months.
Right. It's a whole summer.
It's a whole summer.
Whole last summer. Okay, and shout outs to the company The Infatuation.
Okay.
For putting together the Eats Con.
Okay.
I don't know if you're supposed to say Eats Con because it's a whole bunch of E's, but I pulled up Saturday.
Should have got Jacquees to read it.
Eats Con.
With the smile at the end.
Yeah.
The king of R&B.
So how was it? Like, you didn't get to talk about that.
The presentation was dope. The organization of it was dope. It was held at the Santa Monica College.
Oh, it wasn't at the pier.
It was in the I want to call it the aviation warehouse. I don't know, I don't know, but it was like big ass warehouse. It was more outdoor.
Yeah. And
they had a couple of tents for like there was a wine tent and then the panel tent.
Mm-hmm. How much was it again? Like
$30 for each day.
Yeah, that's not
and
bad.
And then 10 for parking if you pay online. If you pull up, it's 20 for parking. But it was real. It was real. Yeah. It was organized pretty well. Got to see the guy Mayor Hawthorne at one of the panels.
Oh, shouts to Mayor Hawthorne.
Yeah, man.
Just ain't working.
Yeah, and it's funny we didn't talk about what we vibing to. I was vibing to some Mayor Hawthorne and shit.
Henny and Ginger Ale.
It was a song. Her favorite song specifically. I was playing that song within a mix of other songs. But
did you have a favorite meal?
Did I have a favorite meal? I tried a burger from Shake Shack. Mm-hmm. I tried. There was like this marinated steak over like steak fries from a place called the Beef Steak from London, from the UK. Like each booth came from a different part of either from the States or from overseas somewhere. I was like, I got to get a piece of UK.
Yeah.
And they had performances too. Like there was a stage. It's pretty dope. In the warehouse part of it, there was a stage in the middle of the whole thing, where people had their instruments all set up and everything. And then there was like these girls, like I forgot their name. Sorry, girls, but they were performing too. But they had little booths too. Like Twix had their own booth. There was a booth that was like a little bar with an arcade situation. It was dope. It wasn't super big, so you
Yeah.
wouldn't get tired from walking around everywhere. But
That's good.
there's a lot of choices. There was a ice cream booth that I tried. I forgot the name of it. I'm fucking up. From not Ohio, but man, I put it on my story. I probably shout them out on a post, official post.
Yeah.
But the ice cream was fire.
I bet.
It was like rainbow cereal or something. And they based it off of like your morning cartoon cereal and all that. And they had marshmallows in it. Like Lucky Charms type stuff.
I love
It was like literally like Lucky Charms ice cream and it had marshmallows in it. I was like, this is fucking great.
That's some good eats, man.
Definitely.
Yeah.
You went there dolo?
I had some pizza too.
Or did you go there with Julian?
Nah, Alex rode me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he met me up there. Cause I sent him a screenshot like, hey, I'm going tomorrow, man. You down? He was like, yeah. I was like, we gotta roll in different cars because I gotta go to work. So if you trying to stay in LA after that, I'll meet you there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was like, all right, well, in the meantime, because it was Friday night, before we went, he's like, all right, since it's Friday night, why don't you come with me to 94 Squadron?
Wow. Yo, Alex he's in that stage of his life. 94. The only time I never went to 94 Squadron until my uncle came back in town.
Oh shit.
That's the only reason why I went to 94 Squadron.
Yeah.
And that's like that fucking that's that fucking grown club. You know what I mean? Like
I was like, nigga, like this is where people went since Tina's closed down and shit.
Oh my gosh.
pretty much.
Yo.
Their brunch is pretty good though. I've never been to the actual like club portion, but I've been to their brunch.
You know what? I have to give that DJ credit because almost every fucking song I wanted to hit the dance floor. But my Dashe wasn't there with me to hit the dance floor, so
you becoming 94 Squadron though.
pretty much, I guess. I was in there. I felt like I was in my, in my habitat. Like these motherfuckers is my age. But then you get them older cats with the all white suit on, suit set and shit,
You
walking
see the
through
super
there.
cat daddies in there.
Yeah. It's like, dang, man, this is
tricking
where
off
they
on
went.
some like slightly younger girls. Like he's 60 years old, but he's tricking off with a 50-year-old woman.
Yeah.
Talking about, I can show you places.
60 getting at the 40-somethings and the 30-somethings.
Thinking that,
He was over there macking.
Oh, I can see it too, homie.
Excuse me, young player. Let me get past you real quick. I'm like, what? Hello?
Yeah,
Turn around, this dude had all white on.
He was like,
I was
yeah.
like, damn, nigga.
I'm gonna get the Grand Marnier for that pretty lady over there. What? Nigga, wow.
No, my cousin, she told us to pull up. Cause I was like, man, I asked Alex, I was like, hey man, I told him, if you have something to do, let me know. I'm not doing nothing. So I'm down to pull up somewhere.
94 Squadron.
He was like, I'm going to 94 Squadron. I'm like, who? What the fuck? It's off the 15. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Let's go then.
Yeah. 94
Like,
Squadron.
they got a dress code? He's like, nah.
Nah, they don't. But honestly though, but like for my young dudes who are like 21 or something, and you really looking for some cougars, if you looking for some cougars during the whole season,
I'm not.
go to 94
Okay.
Squadron. I'm not saying they're gonna be like the most bomb looking girls or anything like that.
Yeah, they not gonna be the most bomb.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying
Some of them gonna be nice, I'm sure.
yeah,
for
there's
y'all.
gonna be some decent ones out there.
I think what the game changer is that they know what they want, so it ain't gonna be hard work. You're not gonna have to work
You have to
hard.
work it hard, and also like the ladies in their 40s are like pre-menopause, so therefore their testosterone rises up a little bit more, so they're gonna be a lot more sexually assertive. So that's why like women hit their sexual peak in their 40s because they get a little boost of testosterone because that pre-menopause is coming in. Like niggas could just be sitting down doing nothing, filling their thumbs, and she's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna fuck the shit out of him.
Yo, I felt like it was a couple in there like that. Well, actually,
Really?
all of them was in there like
On the prowl?
They was on the prowl. They was out there.
Oh, they looked
hunting,
at you,
boy.
huh? They were like, yo,
It was
you
like Craven the Hunter out there.
oh shit,
They
watch
was,
out.
they was out there lurking.
Lurking.
I stayed in my element, like stayed right where I was at. I was like, Alex, man, you leave, man.
I'm batting down the
you,
hatches
man.
because black men don't cheat this whole season.
Damn straight.
Gotta be careful out here. I'm telling you, man.
Like, I love my lady. Let me put my phone out, text her right now.
I'm a cake with my girl right now in the club, nigga.
Yeah, because that's what real niggas do.
For all my black kings out there.
No, but I have fun though. It was dope.
Yeah.
Shout out to 94 Squadron.
94 Squadron, man. What's up? That's it?
Yeah.
What's up, Ness? What's your shout out?
Shout out to those that shout out to the graduates that graduated this past weekend and who's graduating this upcoming weekend. Good luck to everybody that got finals this week. I'm repping my little shirt because if you follow me on social media today, 3 years ago today, marks marks, I can't even talk. See, I'm tired. Marks the day that I walked. I almost didn't walk by choice. I just went to school in LA and I was like not expecting anybody to go up there, because it was like a long drive and just sit there, So shout out to my homegirl Sheena, my homeboy DJ, aka Devin, because they both were out there and supported me. And yeah, I really didn't even want to do it. So I only did it because they said they would show up.
Dang.
But yeah, so shout out to them and all the 2019 graduates. What else? Shout out to you guys for having little side business conversations with me. I got stuff that I'm working on, and yeah, I think that's it. I feel like I had another one, but I think it like slipped my mind because I'm like hella tired. So
She's tired. All right.
Oh, I remember. Sorry.
Oh.
Shout out to those of you guys that participated in the 33rd annual Bay Bridge Run yesterday. Some of my coworkers, and our company, we were out there supporting you guys, and yeah, shit's crazy, because my other coworker was like trying to get everybody to, we're gonna do the next run. Let's all start training for it. She's like, come on, Vanessa. I'm looking around like I'm blind as fuck. I don't know what you're talking about. This bitch don't run,
I'm legally blind.
Right.
Barely.
But shout out to people that actually train for those runs. Like, that shit takes, discipline and, just the energy to go ahead and do that. Like, whether it be a personal one or just for fun. Like, shout out to those of you guys that did it. It was just cool because where we were set up was right by the finish line. Mm-hmm. So, just seeing people go, there's couples like holding hands going across. There was like dads, like there's hella dads like with double strollers, like running and pushing their kids.
Like,
that's tight.
They ain't trying to have no dad bod.
Huh?
They know what it is. They ain't trying to have a dad bod this summer.
Yeah, like
they trying to have a Zad bod.
A Zad bod, you stupid. But it was refreshing seeing that. So yeah, just more power to you guys that do that, because just the thought of running, like, I don't know, y'all know I don't really fucks with that. I don't fucks with cardio like that. So, but shout out to everybody that participated in. And apparently they started when I first was born, because this was the 33rd annual. So.
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
Mm-hmm.
Been doing this for a minute.
Yeah.
Okay. So I know that you mentioned the graduates, because a lot of college, it's May. So people are graduating out of college and stuff like that. So I
think he's going to say
do want to give a shout out to the investor, Robert F. Smith.
Yeah.
He did a commencement speech out there at Morehouse College, and he is doing a very generous donation to the graduation class of Morehouse. If you've been living under a rock, he is planning on paying off their student loans to 400 students who have graduated from Morehouse. 400 students, and they were saying it's like estimated over like $40 million.
Yeah.
But what's 40 mil
Fuck.
to a 4.4 billionaire?
Yeah, that's
you know what I mean?
little dang,
Yeah,
slight flex.
What's another 10 grand he could pay my shit off? I'm still paying my shit, motherfucker.
I know, right? But and it was so funny because people like on different political spectrums were like, they had a point though. They was like, yeah, just remember this donation couldn't happen with socialism. I was like, ooh, shots fired. Yeah, so you got to give it. So shout outs to capitalism for that.
Cap. Capitalism.
And also, do people even understand how big of an impact that is on those 400 students that they're not bonded by loans. They can actually just go out, get a job, make good wages, and fucking build. They don't have dude, think about it. That's fucking freedom.
I'm thinking about it.
That is some serious freedom, and I hate it. You can't have nice things. It's always going to be someone, even though Twitter's not real life. That I saw. I don't know if it was a bot or an actual person who thought this, but they put up a picture of him and his white wife. They're like, see, y'all forget about this. He's one of them type of nigga. I'm like, look, man, I don't give a fuck who he's fucking.
Yeah.
If he's paying off my fucking loans, and he another black man like me, you know what I'm saying? He paying off my loans. Shit, I don't know. Hey, thank you.
Keep fucking him,
black
baby.
man.
Thank you, black man, who's blacking his wife.
Right.
Oh my gosh. People just ain't never happy. Always gotta try to
the
find,
man and the majority of Morehouse students are black. So think about it. You got a good amount of black men who's gonna be debt free out of student loans, and they could just go and I don't know. So that's what I'm saying. And then also, since we talk about black and abortions and foster care and all that stuff, I do want to give a shout out to Tamika Swint of Chicago, Illinois, for teaching hair care for transracial families, i.e. non-black parents adopting black parents, because that's the biggest challenge. It's not usually them loving their kids.
Children.
Huh?
Adopting black children. Mm-hmm. You said adopting black parents.
Oh, adopting black parents.
Like,
adopting black children. Excuse me. Thank you, Nessa. Adopting black children. So, because like I said, the challenge is not just about loving the child or anything. Sometimes, I'm be seeing these white parents with their black child, yo, you need to put some blue magic on that scalp or something
blue magic. Coconut oil.
Yeah,
there's a coconut oil or anything. So actually, she's taking the liberty to educate them on how to do their daughters, or for sons it's easy, take them to a black barbershop. There you go. For daughters,
get that pink lotion.
It's
just for me.
It's a little different. And you know what? I'll take it to another place. I will even suggest, even though you're not adopting black children, but if your child is biracial, and if you're a woman or a guy who don't know how to do their mixed child's hair, go to that class too.
Yeah.
Go to that class too. If you're a biracial woman and you don't even know how to handle hair that's going to be more coarse than yours, go to that class too. I'm just saying. If you don't have any other relatives or anything who know how to show hair care for black kids. So those. And one more thing, since we haven't really, I just mentioned it once. Shout outs to Game of Thrones. Thank you for, even though how despite how you feel about season 8, Game of Thrones is going to go down as one of the most epic television productions of all time as a production series. And the final episode had 19.3 million viewers tuned in for the last episode.
Some motherfuckers crying on their snaps.
Of Game of Thrones. So,
AKA Sheena.
So we'll go ahead and tell Sheena if she's available on Thursday. We're gonna have a Game of Thrones open discussion. It's gonna be fun. So I hit up the Thronies on the group chat. Let's get it popping. Probably be the first Patreon episode.
Yep.
Yeah, but anyway, if you enjoy listening to this podcast as much as we love making it, because we do what we love and love what we do, and if you're not being your motherfucking self, you know what I gotta say.
The jig is up.
And we out.
Now listen. It's called motherfucking ball, nigga. You don't know nothing about that.